Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Laker basketball. Want to get my thoughts on what's up with the Lakers. Not a lot, to be honest, which is why I haven't posted any videos over the last several weeks. I think it's been about 4 weeks since my last video. We had just signed LeBron and signed all these different free agents and so forth on these one-year deals. And from there, I went on a vacation, another vacation. I had like 2 vacations this month. I went on a 14-day trip on the East Coast. We went on a Royal Caribbean cruise. That was cool. And really not a lot going on with the Lakers, which is why I don't post. I tend to just post a video if there is something that I'm really want to talk about and share my thoughts on. But for the most part, if there's nothing really major, I'm just going to tweet. So if you're new to my channel, follow me on Twitter at Mike Sports LA. I'm always tweeting about just different topics, even when I'm not posting a video. When the season comes, I will be posting a video, pretty much every single day. Whenever there's something going on, I'm definitely going to be posting almost every single day when the season starts. What's going on now? So, as of not a lot. Well, Kobe just had his birthday, but over the last couple of days, in the news we've been talking about, and it's not even big news, but Jimmy Butler is open to joining the Lakers, and I'm like, I mean, come on now. The way I'm thinking with the Lakers right now is this, and I'm sure you would agree. At this point, we just can't be throwing out any type of names, Jimmy Butlers or Paul Georges or whatever, right? At this point, we have to be very selective in our approach moving forward. The way I see it is this. With LeBron James, just like Kobe, this is like pre-Pau Gasol, right? Right before we got Pau Gasol. Kobe was at the peak of his game in a sense where he was worth pretty much two All-Stars, right? LeBron is worth 2 All-Stars. We pretty much, just like Pau Gasol, we need a good, complementary piece. I mean, a good dominant player that can complement LeBron James, right? Just like we needed a complementary player that can complement Kobe, right? And that was in Pau Gasol. I think we're like one player away with LeBron James. Now, having said that, the guys on our team, given this year, obviously is their chance to step up. Obviously, we know Brandon Ingram's upside, and Kyle Kuzma and things, and Josh Hart and Lonzo. But even those guys having decent years this year, we're still one guy away, in my opinion, right? But I don't think it's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, he's nice, but he's not a player that we should be writing articles about 1 year away from his free agency. I mean, no disrespect to Jimmy Butler, but he's like a 3A player at best. He's not even a number 2, right? And because of that, Brandon Ingram, in my opinion, is like a number 3A, right? With his ability, he has a bigger upside than Jimmy Butler. He can handle the ball. He can, he's shown that he can finish around the rim aggressively last year. He's only going to get better. He can finish the ball. I mean, he has a longer wingspan, so I think defensively he'll be a problem for some of the wings. But in addition to that, I think his ball handling skills, his ability to run the point at times and handle the rock, and I think shooting wise, I think they're pretty much similar. But I just like Brandon Ingram's upside more than Jimmy Butler. They're kind of like wash each other out in terms of positions, right? And on that 3 spot. And so I don't even know why we would bring in Jimmy Butler at this point. You stick around with Brandon Ingram, Kuz, and so forth. I don't think it makes sense to bring in someone like a Jimmy Butler that you have to pay close to $20 million or more per year, and for what he's going to give you. So, having said that, I'm holding off now. I would hold off on Jimmy Butler, but if Kawhi Leonard, now obviously you would try to make that work. If Kawhi Leonard was like, I want to join the Lakers, being the player that he is, a dominant player, you then would obviously have to kind of move pieces around, right? I would consider that, just based on his talent level alone. But having said that, back to my pre-Pau Gasol sort of comment. The Lakers are in a position now, we don't have to chase players. They're chasing us. We're interviewing players. You know, do you fit with our squad? Look at our pieces. We have this guy, we have this guy, we have this guy, and we have LeBron. We have the king. LeBron's going to be doing this, 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 this. Do you fit, you know, in terms of like a piece of the puzzle? Is your piece of the puzzle going to fit with our squad and going to complement all our pieces, you know? And that's how we have to select guys. Somebody was throwing out Anthony Davis. It was like, if we had a shot to land in Anthony Davis, obviously Anthony Davis would play like the 4-5. LeBron would play the 4, you know, the 4-3. And then you got like Brandon Ingram playing the 3-4 or the 3. And then you have, you know, the 2 spot, which is open, and you have Lonzo at the point. Having said that, a guy like an AD who is a dominant superstar could definitely complement a LeBron James. Now that would be hands down gold, right? That would be a wrap at that point. You go after that and you go to work. But Anthony Davis is a long shot in my opinion, but you never know. But outside of that, you got to look around. You got to look at what pieces you could bring in, you know, and what could complement our team. To be honest with you, I like our squad. The only thing that I see that I'm hesitant on going into the season is rebounding, you know, in the 5 spot. That's the only thing. I was even just contemplating, like thinking, like I was like looking around the league, and I was like a guy like Andre Drummond would be amazing, I think, on our squad. And that's just me. And I think the reason why is because a guy like that kind of knows his place. It's just a dominant guy who wants to grab 20 rebounds a game, right? And it's not going to demand the ball where you give it to all our other players. But the reason why I'm concerned about the rebounding is I don't think LeBron James is capable of grabbing 17 rebounds, but obviously we know that he has gotten this far in his career by saving himself. He doesn't go all out in the middle of the season, those dog days that don't really mean much. He's not going to grab 17 boards. He's going to do it here and there whenever he needs to, but he's going to save himself for the playoffs, to be honest with you. And so besides that, let's just put LeBron away, right? He's not going to get injured. He's not going to be jumping over players to try to grab rebound. He's going to pace himself out over the next 4 years. Having said that, we know that LeBron James is going to take he's going to take his foot off the pedal, so to speak. Who's going to be that dominant guy to grab rebounds, to dominate the boards, to crash the glass? I don't know. And so that's my concern going into the season. If there was one liability I think that we have, I think it's going to be that. Obviously, we got long guys 6'7" and above, or 6'6" and above. That's going to grab rebounds. Lonzo can grab rebounds, and you know, Rondo's a good rebounding guard, and so forth. So that's the only thing that I see going into the offseason that I'm keeping my eye on. And so because of that, I think that's really important defensively, you know, really protecting the rim and then grabbing rebounds. If we can do that, then we can push the ball and really get up the floor. But I think that protecting the glass, somebody who can just get after it on the boards and really just protect the glass. Is JaVale McGee going to be that guy? We'll see, you know, so that's my thoughts. Now, I could be wrong. We could go out there and this death lineup, this smaller lineup can run cats up and down the floor. But at the end of the day, when you go against some teams with some bigger, you know, centers and bigger, you know, power forwards and whatnot, I think that's going to be a concern, especially when LeBron James is like, I'm not going to go all out today and grab 20 rebounds and score 50 points. It's like we're playing the Charlotte Hornets, or, you know, or this squad or this squad or this squad. And so I think there's going to be some times where we need to step up. So to be determined. But at the end of the day, it's still a year where we can observe. And I think mid-season, we can always make a trade mid-season if we had to, if we saw that was a problem. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. That's my thoughts right now on Jimmy Butler and the Lakers. And like I said, not a lot is going on, but I do want to get back into posting my thoughts each and every day. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe, hit the notification link. And if you haven't followed me yet, follow me on Twitter at MikeSportsLA. I post there all the time throughout the day. You can stay up to date on my thoughts going on throughout the day in regards to Laker news. All right. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for supporting. Holla at your boy. Hit me up in the comments below. I'll holla at you guys. Peace.